Hey everyone, I want to say thank you so much for everyone's prayers and support. As many of you guys know, I launched a fundraiser this past week on behalf of some lovely people that I met in South Asia. I was recently down there and I was able to spend some time with great people that aren't maybe as fortunate as we are in terms of our living situations. We were able to go down there and pray for them and just be able to just give them some of our resources that we're blessed with. And as soon as we left, about a week or two later, as many of you know, there was a hurricane and cyclone damage to their infrastructure. And so that wiped out the food supply and a lot of their shelter. And I saw firsthand the living conditions and the food that they are trying to find. They don't have access to proper nutrition, try to catch rats and try to catch different things in order to survive. Something that I never even have to think about. This was very humbling to me, but a few weeks ago we went and were able to give them food and different dishes that they might not necessarily have, as long as provide rice and stuff to give them long-term food supply. I want to share this footage with you. I took a few clips were taken of us being welcomed with grace and open arms and love.
First time when you come,
Once we were welcomed, we were sat down. They asked us to wash our feet as a sign of blessing. And that was very impactful. We should be washing their feet because of what they're doing. And they didn't ask us to pray for them for a living situation change. They asked us to pray for them so that they can go out and bless others. Thank you. Thank you. After the prayer, we're be able to hand out rice, blankets, and distribute the food. And you'll see there's a clip. It's very hard for me to watch because it brings me a lot of tears, of an old woman that approached my father as we handed a bag of rice and started to just break down in his arms crying. She was saying how if it wasn't for the food supply that we are able to provide, that the Lord has blessed us to give to them, they would literally starve to death. You hear about this on TV, but never ever, you just never see it happen. And that was just crazy.
పెద్దోళ్ళు కంట ముసలోళ్ళు రండి తీసుకోవాల్సిన వాళ్ళు సరికాలు ముసలోళ్ళకి ఇవ్వండి. తీసుకోనమ్మా.
After food distribution, they celebrated with a dance, and they danced lovely. We made a message towards the end. Originally, we were going to do a fundraiser to just raise more food, but as of recently, we found out that a lot of their food supply was wiped and that they're in desperate need now, and that's kind of why we made this emergency fundraiser. So you'll see me touching on it briefly in that video, as well as showing some of the living conditions that they live in. Yeah, it's sometimes when you hear about this, you get bombarded with messages like, donate money to this, donate money to that. The impact that people that are able to donate, the resources able to do. I mean, this meal that they don't typically get to eat, they get to have and get proper nutrients and to continue to grow. You know, ask prayers that you consider if you can donate anything or share the message with people you know, or just keep everyone in prayer. We believe that the Lord's gonna provide. And just perspective on where this is the situation looks like. This is where they live. And this is a typical house. If you've donated, been praying or shared, we just want to thank you so much. I believe that the Lord's going to provide. The Lord loves these people just as much as he loves you. And this was just a very humbling experience in my life as someone who is very materialistic, that realizes what actually matters is the kingdom, and how can we build the kingdom is using the resources that God has blessed me with to give. Please prayerfully consider giving. We have a fundraiser goal of $3,000 that I believe we can achieve. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, please message me, and we look forward to seeing how the Lord moves. Thank you.